Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story of what if Naruto mastered Kurama's chakra earlier. What if Naruto gained control over Kyuubi chakra? During the month of training for the finals of the Chunin exams, what if Jiraiya taught more than summoning? Watch as Naruto takes the whole world by storm with near unstoppable power and unmatched potential, but when the chips are down, it's all or nothing against hidden threats and godlike enemies. Will he survive? Before we start, thank you for all the support, it really means a lot to me. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and check the description for the creator of this great fanfic. And also, as I said, I will be changing the story title to What If Naruto Power of the Tailed Beast, so don't forget that. Let's continue. Chapter 18. Demon Awakens in Rice. Disclaimer. This will be the last update for a while due to overtime at work and house hunting. Sorry guys and gals. Hokage office, I'm sure you understand the gravity of the situation. As a new special Jonin, it is quite the honor to be requested personally to guard a diplomat. The Sandame said as he smoked his pipe. He couldn't help but feel proud of the young man. But at the same time, he held great remorse for the fact he had done the things he had. But what was done could not be undone. Hi, Hokage-sama, I just hope I live up to Hiyashi-sama's expectations, said Naruto, who, over the last 2 months, had achieved more than some Jonin do in a year. His life had become centered around his team and their training. Using every single method he had picked up from Jiraiya, Iruka and even Kakashi, he had helped groom the team into something dangerous and feared, and they had helped him grow into a truly formidable ninja as well. My boy, you and your team are already world famous. We get reports from around the nations of people looking into your squad, Sarutobi said. After all, Team 1 has complete 16 ranked missions in the last 2 months, and let's not forget that less than private battle you had with those grass ninja. Hey, they threatened our client. What was I supposed to do? Naruto asked, his tone questioning as his eyes bore into the elder Hokage. Well, Danzo, your plan worked. He doesn't trust me anymore. He sure does look like his father. Easy now, my boy. You should know that your team has their own bingo book chapter. Even Kumo has a warning about fighting you, and you are going to be escorting Hiyashi and his daughters to Kumo to sign the neutrality pact, Hiruzen said with a smile. Back to the matter at hand, as I'm sure you know, Hiyashi can handle himself fine, and Hinata is growing to be a solid young kunoichi, herself. Your secret mission on this escort is to let little Hanabi see the bad side on the ninja world. Hiyashi believes she is growing too big of an ego. That's why we are going through an area known to house bandit camps, stated Naruto, understanding that this wasn't going to be a simple escort mission. And keep Hanabi close enough to set her straight without putting her in danger. Correct, now you must be off, but remember to keep out of trouble, you're not the best at keeping your head down, smiled the Sandame. And whose fault is that? Questioned Naruto with distaste in his voice. Tell Sakura, I said hi. She is your new bookworm, right? Hospital, good to see you are recovering, said a voice to Ibiki's left as he was reading a scroll. He turned his head to see Danzo in the chair next to him. Old bastard is still dangerous. What are you here for? Enko woke up a week ago and you stopped visiting after that, stated Ibiki in a neutral tone. Still insolent, Danzo said with a scowl, though he was rather enjoying the fact that his lineage was so strong-willed. Tsunade tells me that you're almost ready to return to work. We have quite a few that just will not break. You or Enko will be needed. Enko can't even return to the department she is assigned to yet. What makes you believe she will be able to interrogate anyone when she is still reviving from that seal that Master Jiraiya placed on her? Stated Ibiki. I don't. I believe she should take her time. Asuma is doing quite alright in her spot on Team 2 and you will be able to interrogate, Danzo said as he reached into his robe and grabbed a small file. That isn't why I am here. Idate has grown well. I will be petitioning the Hokage to send Hunter Nins after Aoi to clear his name. If that happens, I'd like for you to be the one to retrieve him. Namikaze house. You know, people are going to start talking with how many beautiful women are living in shithead's house, Tayuya said as she sat on the couch across from Fu. Oh yay. I mean come on, me and you are explainable because we're Uzumaki, but no one knows what little Miss Beetle over there has to do with him, Karen said as she pointed at Fu, who scowled and turned her head. And let's not forget that Hana is always around. Sakura and Ino stop by from time to time, and don't get me started on the Hyuga girl. Fu was about to retort when Tayuya butted back in. Hyuga girl. What Hyuga girl? I think her name is Hinata. She spies on Naruto all the time. I'm surprised he never said anything, I'm pretty sure he knows. Said Karen as she threw her legs up. Got the day off, don't know what to do with myself. How about jack shit? I need a break, shithead's training is torturous and our mission streak has been brutal. Stated to Yuya as she too put her feet up on the table. Oh. Is. Death song to Yuya, a whittle tired. Laughed Fu. It's a dumb name. I kill a few ninja with genjutsu and suddenly I'm. Death song to Yuya. And. Konoha is Siren, it's fucking dumb. To Yuya said. That second one is pretty good actually. The three girls turned to see Naruto standing at the front door with a shit-eating grin on his face. We got a new mission, to Yuya, you and Shino get the rest of the team and meet me at the main gate in 2 hours. To Yuya sighed, her hopes of a day off shattered. Fine, I'll grab the walking nest and head out. Where is he anyway? What do you mean? He's in the lounge chair. Stated Naruto as he pointed towards the back wall to the living room where Shino was staring at a banana. When did he get here? Fu asked. While she wasn't a censor, she was extremely aware of her surroundings, and Shino was not there 5 minutes ago. Still on the banana, hubbub boy? Questioned to Yuya with a smile. Having met Jugo a few times, she could appreciate someone who could lose themselves in something most people found commonplace. I believe I know all I need to know about this vegetable. Shino said as he placed the banana back in his jacket and stood up. After this mission, I will need a new food to study. How about the tomato? Stated Naruto as he tossed the abarame, a ripe tomato from the garden. Iruka-sensei said it was a vegetable, but I think it's a fruit. Shino softly caught the projectile tomato and looked closely at it. I shall deliberate. What are your secrets, squishy fruit? Alright then. See you two at the gates. Border of Konoha. Had it really been 2 months already? He was sure it had not yet been 2 months since he had sat in this chair, next to that desk, with this nearly psychotic woman running a green chakra-coated hand over his body. Good, the chakra cleansers are working. Kono said as she handed him a lollipop for good behavior. You even made it to your appointment on time. Good boy. He was not amused. I'm Itachi Uchiha. I'm being treated like a 3-year-old by my Jonin sensei, who is also my doctor, that is currently trying cure me of chakra poisoning, that my half-brother gave me, which cured the chakra poisoning that I gave myself by reprogramming my best friend's eye, so that I had a fail-safe if my other half-brother ever got out of hand. I shall write a book. Alright Itachi, you're all good. Your chakra is being cleansed at a good rate and should you ever need, you have more than enough pills to catch back up if you lapse over. Stated Kono, her back to him as he stared at the rear end of his Jonin sensei. Fantasy number 1. Teacher-student forbidden romance. Reason, that ass. Itachi thought as he got up to leave, popping the lollipop in his mouth. Thank you again sensei. Fantasy number 2. Tsunade of the Senju and Itachi of the Uchiha. Reason. Even though she is 50, I still can't stop thinking about them tits. Defense building, you're late. How can I be late? I sent a goddamn clone to the complex and came right over from Hokage-sama. Naruto said to Danzo. Quiet. Stated Danzo with an air of finality, causing Naruto to sit down across from the old warhawk. Good. Now we may begin. How is the other Jinchuriki coming along? She's fine. She's made all the same friends as Tayuya and Karen have, though she seems to still dislike me pretty heavily. Scowled Naruto. It's kinda dumb, she even admitted her life is better here than it was in Waterfall, and her Biju is in communication with her already. Though I don't think she will have the control or power that I get. And once again, you have answered my second question with your ramblings. Sighed Danzo. On to why you are actually here, I seek audience with you about your upcoming mission to Kumo. Do you have any intel on the state of Kumo? I don't want to walk into a trap, and now that my heritage is basically known to everyone, even though we haven't confirmed it, I'm an even bigger target than I was before. Naruto said. Indeed, Kumo themselves seem straightforward. We assume they are using this non-aggression treaty to both gain time to build their forces as well as to build trust among the other nations. Danzo said as if reading it from a report, which he had no doubt memorized. They recently signed a similar deal with Iwa as well that will allow them safe passage to the bordering areas on Kumo. Oh man, you mean I could cross Iwa Nins? This mission is going to suck. Naruto groaned before being conked on the head by Danzo's cane. I mean, it will be a valued learning experience and I hope all goes well. Danzo nodded slowly. I'm starting to think that Sarutobi may be onto something with this plan of his. The boy is a great leader and is already considered a low-rank threat in most nations. We will see if the rest of his plan follows suit. There is another matter. There are rumors that Kumo is developing a new super weapon. The only intel we have to go on is that it's at the top of one of their mountains. All you are to do is snoop around enough to ensure that they know we know about it. Do not expose yourself, stated Danzo. Now be gone, I have no further use for you at the moment. Kumo, Asama, why have we been called? We are still preparing the training grounds for your eventual spar with Bisama. Stated Darui with a bored expression. Behind him were Karui, Omoi and Samui. I'll cut to the chase. Konoha has accepted our non-aggression pact. They are sending 3 delegates with a team escort. Stated A, that's unusual. 3 delegates makes sense, 2 is usual, but they have a full team escort. Who are the delegates? Darui asked, slowly losing his bored expression. Hiyashi Hyuga and his 2 daughters. Said the Raikage, getting shocked looks from everyone in the room. Why Hiruzen Dono chose them, I don't know, but as far as I can tell, he did not choose them to incite conflict. On now the full team escort makes sense. Darui said, trying to make the situation a bit lighter. I'm afraid to ask. Who is on this team that is guarding them? A sat back in his chair, a long sigh escaping his lips. He has informed me that it is Konoha's Squad 1, led by Naruto Uzumaki. Bombshell. The son of the man that single-handedly won the Third War for Konoha was leading the clan head and heirs of the Hyuga into the village. And it's not like the teammates were very far behind on the dangerous scale. Naruto himself was widely accepted to be a mid-rank threat, some even said he was on par with Kakashi Hatake and Asuma Sarutobi. Shino Aburame, the Black Death of Konoha, known to be able to kill someone via rapid chakra draining in mere seconds. Also extremely skilled for his age in just about every ninja art with a specialty in supplementary jutsu and nearly undetectable stealth. Backup squad leader and listed as high B rank in most bingo books. It was said that Naruto and Shino made a dangerous tag team, often compared to a himself and B. Hana Inuzuka, Konoha's Beast Queen. Ability to not only synchronize with all teammates, but also to pair with all 3 of her canines to form outrageous damage with pinpoint accurate control. Also the medic for the team and skilled in earth jutsu. Mid to high B rank. Choji Akamaiki, the brutal bulldozer of Konoha, mastery over multi-form jutsu that clan is famous for as well as skilled in earth and lightning jutsu. Extremely protective of both teammates and anyone he is charged with protecting. Mid to high B rank. Tayuya Uzumaki, Konoha's Siren. Ability to kill with only genjutsu, also a very well-rounded fighter. Skilled in water jutsu and ability to summon doki as well as having a very high battle intelligence, rumored to have worked directly under Orochimaru, however this was never confirmed. High B to low a rank threat. Fuck. Stated Darui simply as he sighed and moved to the window, looking over the village. So we really have to restrain our ninja. There are plenty of them that are still mad about the Hyuga incident. Even me and C would need to tread carefully around both Hiyashi Hyuga and Konoha's Squad 1. Indeed. Which is exactly why you and Yugito will be their escorts. I'd put B with them to stop the threat of attack altogether, but as we all know, my brother is a political nightmare and tends to challenge Jinchuriki to power battles. Aside as he looked out the window, only to sigh again as he saw the man himself climb through the window. Those fools had it coming. Step up to me and they go running, 'cause I'm the almighty killer B, we. Shouted a voice from the window. Damn it B. Use the door. Shouted A as he raised his right hand and made a gripping motion. Don't you make me use my iron claw. Darui and Team Killer B sweat dropped. Samui was the first to recover. Sensei, that was terrible. So not cool. Yo, Team Hachibi. What happened? I thought you went with Darui to the training grounds for some lapin. B asked as he looked to Darui. B. What have I told you about leaving your canyon? Questioned A. Damn it, he went through all the trouble of finding a nice canyon to hide B in, and he never stayed there unless he was sleeping. Not to, but the B has to strut too. Stated B. Now what's this I hear about Uzumaki? Is he the young Namikaze? Aside. It was going to reach B sooner or later. He was just anxious about how his brother was going to react. Yes, B, he's that one. B immediately became stiff. Bad memories yo, I'm not afraid to admit he scared me shitless bro. I knew what he was referring to all too well. It was about a month before the end of the war. Kumo was attempting to take the Kanabi Bridge when a lone man appeared and disrupted the entire operation, crushing morale and ruthlessly eliminating everyone he came across. Only 3 Kumo ninja survived. A had been able to stay out of his reach with his speed. Moroi had managed to somehow deflect the blows that were sent his way. B should not have survived. Flashback. B. Shouted a younger A, his eyes wide as he watched his brother in all but blood be held hostage. B stood on a thick branch, a tuft of blonde, spiky hair poking up over his shoulder and 2 tri-pronged kunai across his throat. B himself was frozen stiff, the killing intent coming off the man even gave Hachibi pause. You know, I don't usually kill Jinchuriki. But you seem to have too much control to let live. Stated the blonde, studying the son of the third Raikage. Genuine concern. He actually cares for this man. Wait. Don't kill him. Shouted as he dropped his lightning armor. Kill me instead. Genuine concern my ass. He loves this man like a brother. Thought Minato as he righted his grip on his kunai. Why should I? Neither of you are a match for me, I could kill you both. I pledge on my name, as a of Kumo, I will give my life to keep him from harm. Minato's grip tensed more. His eyes bore into the young son of the third and with a nod, he pushed the Jinchuriki out of the tree and appeared on the bridge he had been defending. Hokage-sama wishes that Kumo and Konoha be allies. He knows that you treat your Jinchuriki like human beings. Minato looked to B, he was still shaking, he really had never faced the kind of trouncing he had just given them. Seeing what I have just seen, I am starting to agree with him. Resign from this war, or next time I will not spare any of you. And with that, Minato disappeared to the other end of the bridge, standing guard until we saw the trio disappear in the distance. If only I had heard what the terrifying blonde had said, he would have convinced his father to signal the retreat. You will be a great cage. Flashback end. The silence that had taken over the office was unusual given the occupants. It was a rare sight to see B so still and so quiet, only A and Darui knew of that day. He's not his father B, he isn't as dangerous. A said, attempting to quell his brother's unease, no, it's worse. Minato Namikaze wasn't a Jinchuriki. B said seriously. I'd like to meet Mr. 9 when he is here, I'll tell you if there is anything to fear. Gates of Konoha, where is he? We're supposed to leave in a few minutes and he's nowhere in sight. Hanabi asked, her patience growing thin with this man. I don't know why father, Hinata, and Neji are so interested in him, I bet he's not even that strong, he looks like a total flake. Don't worry, Naruto will be here on time, he always is. Choji said with a kind smile. Yeah, shithead likes to wait till the last minute to show up. Stated to Yuya from her spot next to Hana. To Yuya, no swearing in front of the clients. Came a phantom voice behind Hanabi. She spun around and lashed out, only for Hinata to catch her hand before it made contact with Naruto's family jewels. Wow, kinda hostile huh? Don't worry, I've had meaner clients than you Hanabi. Naruto, do you really think that this mission will be that dangerous? Questioned Shino, looking over his squad leader. Naruto had on his standard Jonin vest and his signature cloak, Kubikiribocho securely on his back, but underneath was an all-black jumpsuit, not his standard blue and orange suit. Naruto only wore his all-black suit when he thought a mission was a rank or higher. Yep. Kumo recently signed a pact with Iwa for border passage. This mission was upgraded from B rank to A rank. Said Naruto with a smile. So at least we don't have to listen to Yuya bitching. Shithead. You just said not to swear in front of the client. Yuya shouted as she got ready to strangle the blonde. Choji and Shino just hung their heads. The 2 strongest members of their squad were idiots. This was going to be a long trip. Iwa it had been a long day for the Tsuchikage. Not only had his granddaughter gone along on the scouting mission to Wave, she had sent him a letter filled with her contempt for the people of Wave that treat that bastard's son like the savior of the world. The young Chunin had a lot to learn about the real world. Her mother had coddled the young woman far too much after her father was killed in the second battle against Minato. If only she could meet the boy. From the reports he was extremely skilled and very kind-hearted when not fighting. Just like Minato had been. Thought Onoki, only to berate himself. No, she would just fight him and end up being defeated or killed. Her squad leader, on the other hand, was very calm and collected about the mission. He had commented on how Wave was extremely loyal to Konoha, specifically Naruto, and that they were building a small ninja force, most likely so that another scumbag like Gato didn't try to take over again. Good for them, even if it wouldn't amount to anything more than a few Genin and Chunin level shinobi. He knew that they would be passing by a Konoha hot zone in just a few hours at the rate of speed they were moving, and that they would most likely see a few Konoha and Kumo ninja that were on border patrol or scouting the area that was said to be the home of Orochimaru's Sound Village. Hey, just imagine if they did cross Minato's brat. Soon a dozen Anbu stood around a lone member. This member was bloody and bruised, clumps of sand surrounding the individual as he dropped to his knees. I'm not going to lie, kid, I'm impressed. You're developing well as a ninja. The captain said as the rest of the Anbu dispersed. Thank you. The downed Anbu said as he got back to his feet. You know they want you to become Kazekage, right Gaara? The Anbu captain asked. When you use Shukaku's power, you're unbeatable, and you're already low Jonin as a ninja, you will only grow stronger. Not yet. Naruto beat me, I will not let that happen, I will not be a weak cage. Stated Gaara. And until I take this mask off, I am not Gaara. 5 hours later, border of Rice and Kumo. I still can't believe that they treat him like a hero, even after I told them that his father was a monster. Stated Kuritsuchi as she moved with her group. For the last time, the only people in the world that think of him in a negative light are the people of Iwa and a few in Kumo. Do you not understand that he did nothing wrong? We were at war, Kuritsuchi. Your father and my brother did the same thing, they killed countless people over the course of the war. Kitsuchi said, aggravation clear in his voice. You don't understand war, and if it weren't for your pointless hatred of a dead man, I would hope you never do. Even the two other men in the group were getting annoyed with the granddaughter of their cage. True, they both hated Minato Namikaze with a passion, but even they could see that her hatred of the Namikaze lineage was ridiculous. Why take your anger for a dead man out on his son? He had done nothing wrong. Yet. HMPH, and what would you know? You never fought him. Grumbled Kuritsuchi, her head down from being admonished. You're right, I didn't. I was fighting against Konoha's Eastern Front, against the woman I suppose would be the kid's mother. Stated Kitsuchi. And you know what, Kuritsuchi? You never fought him, either. Oh, you have to be shitting me. Said the man in front of Kitsuchi. Everyone looked up to see a group of Konoha ninja, the blonde Namikaze staring back at them. With Naruto, oh god fucking damn it. Sighed Naruto, only to get a thump on the back of his head from Tayuya. You were right, Hinata, 4 Iwa ninja. What are their chakra levels? The girl is L low Jonin and the rest are all mid to high Jonin. The one in back is much stronger T than the rest. Hinata stuttered as she hid behind Naruto. Great. Choji, Tayuya, Hana, guard the clients. Shino, let's go try and talk them out of fighting. Naruto ordered, disappearing from view with Shino right after him. With Kitsuchi watched in wonder as the blonde and Aburame came forward, the rest of the team and the Inuzuka canines fell in around a group of what appeared to be Hyuga. He wasn't surprised that the killing intent emanating from his team was almost thick enough to cut with a kunai, even he wanted to fight the blonde, but now was not the time. All of you stand down, that is an order. Kitsuchi commanded. He was pleased when the two Jonin calmed down and fell out of their fighting stance, however, his niece did not. Kuritsuchi. Stand down. Naruto slowly approached with Shino at his side, their hand where they could show they had no hostile intentions. Iwa ninja, I know you all probably want to kill me, but I am currently escorting my client. A fight between us would only cause both of us problems. Is it too much to ask that we pass peacefully? Kitsuchi was thoroughly impressed by the young man, he had been sincere and honest in his approach. He was just about to accept the offer when one of the Jonin stepped forward. The Namikaze brat escorting Hiyashi Hyuga and his two daughters, huh? Funny, I hate both your father and the Hyuga clan. Stated the Jonin with a confident smirk on his face. I'm going to say this once, if you even so much as make a move at my clients, I will kill you. I take my job very seriously, and I'm very good at it. stated Naruto as he slightly changed his stance. He looked straight at Kitsuchi and asked again. Can we pass safely? Fuck this, I'm going to kill all of you. The third Jonin yelled as he sprung into action, heading straight for the group, until his upper body split from his lower body, the Kubikiribocho hovering right where his waist had been. Kitsuchi had never seen such a sight before. The Namikaze stood tall, his body covered in a bright orange cloak of chakra. I barely saw him move, I didn't even hear him draw the sword. It was just a flash. I guess we're not going to go with peaceful then, stated Naruto as the bright orange cloak began to glow yellow. Wrong choice. As always, do whatever the fuck you want to and don't let anyone other than me say any different. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for more what ifs and support the author. See you guys in the next video.